Hi Vogue, this is Alia Bhatt and this is my life in looks. Oh my god. This was the press conference for the trailer for my first ever movie and I do not recognize this human being. In terms of looks, there was only one brief and that we had to look like students. So that's why there's this like little dress and we're wearing this blazer that says Saint Teresa, I think. We had to dress like closest to our character, and in that particular movie I wore a lot of like headbands, so I'm wearing a headband and all I remember was nerves. It was my first time facing the press. I mean, way to start with this particular image because this is like just the beginning of my career, you know. Oh, the millennial issue. Oh my god. So I am a millennial. Oh my god, I keep having this conversation with people. What am I? So I am the millennial, clearly. Styled by the one and only Anaita Shroff Adajania. She, I remember very clearly, came to me and said, I want to do a denim and diamond issue. And we're going to shoot it in the blue city that we call Jodhpur. I shot with Greg for the first time. That was his first photo shoot. And then Greg went on to become this superstar photographer. And every time that he and I meet again, I'm like, oh my God, do you remember that shoot? He's like, I will never forget because that was my first sort of photo shoot. I do like this headline, what makes Alia Bhatt the coolest girl in Bollywood? I do like that. I like to be known as cool because my sister would just say that I'm very uncool, but I like to be cool. I'm going to go to the next one. Oh my God, that's a good shot. This is from a movie of mine called Badrinath Ki Dulhania. And the particular step that I'm sort of midway doing is a dance number called Tamma Tamma, okay? And Tamma Tamma is an iconic track from Indian cinema, from Bollywood for like years. It featured Madhuri Dixit and Sanjay Dutt originally. It was choreographed by Bosco and Caesar. The idea of choreography was to play homage to the original track. And we had a blast doing it. And Bollywood is all about the celebration of music. Like, we love songs. Like, I'm waiting to shoot my next song. The outfit is simple: jeans, a shiny t-shirt, a jacket which has some sort of like Indian motif print because she's a girl from, you know, the heartland of India. Varun and I, we started our career together. We starred in Student of the Year, you know, that camaraderie and that friendship and just also equal sort of admiration and respect for each other as actors and as also friends. You don't make that every day. So that's very special. Oh my God. I remember this day. This was the year 2018, if I'm not mistaken. And I remember 2018 was the busiest years that I've had as a working professional because I was shooting 3 movies at the time. This was a strong memory, truly encapsulating the year that it was in terms of the chaos, but also the calm that you have to put, you know, on your face when you're in an environment that requires you to be with it. Whenever we are putting together a beauty look is genuinely like what you're feeling on that particular day, what's the story behind it. So I'm guessing on this day, a little bit more retro Hollywood waves, a bit of a winged liner, soft blush, the aspect of putting together a look. Whether it lands or not, that's not in your control, but the collaboration of everybody coming together, like it's actually way more enjoyable during the process. Oh my God. This was a dear friend, Sonam Kapoor's wedding, her reception party. So when you go for a wedding reception, you either dress up in a lehenga or a sari or like some Indian inspired outfit. I chose to go with a lehenga that day and this beautiful Sabyasachi Mukherjee lehenga. I chose it for the color because I had not worn a color like this in an Indian outfit. So I was like, oh my God, I love the color. And I think this was the beginning of my journey with Sabya. Even though it was like a high neck outfit, I said, you know, I don't usually wear neck jewelry, but I want to wear a statement neck piece. And we went with that and a mang tika, which is very typical when it comes to wedding jewelry, especially because it gives you a beautiful separation with the hair. You look so like royal and fresh at the same time. I get to like live out my royalty fantasy. Next. The Berlin Film Festival. Funny story with this look. We were there for the premiere of our film Gully Boy. It was actually the first time any media people were going to be seeing the film. So I was very, very excited. And it was the day that we were doing press for the film. And I saw this Moschino pantsuit and it was styled by Ami Patel. I went mad over the pantsuit. I thought it was so interesting. And when we were driving past Berlin, I saw this wall which had like art on it. And I was like, oh my God, we have to wear the Moschino pantsuit and come and shoot it. We have literally raced, with all our might to get to this wall to take a couple of photos. I think I had about 5 minutes to just like walk up and down France. But I remember the chaos to get this particular shot. And I'm so glad we did it because now it's in my life and looks. So it's been worth it. That evening was the premiere. And Gully Boy got a lot of love. Zoya's a wonderful filmmaker. And, Ranbir, who headlined the movie, he was the Gully Boy. He was just outstanding. Like, even the music and the rap, till today, I think, just has such a solid vibe. So this was a special night again. I actually was there very last minute. I called up Anita, who was at Vogue at the time, and I said, someone I know is winning an award, and he was my fitness instructor at the time, Sora. I wanted to come and give him that award. And I was like, I think it'll be a surprise, so let's just kind of hook this up. It was totally worth it because he was so shocked and confused and happy. All things that I love. And Anita was like, okay, what are we have to make you wear something fabulous. So, come up to the room. She had a couple of outfits laid out. This was like shimmery and shiny and it caught my eye and had this beautiful cut and like a really high slit. Super comfortable, chic, glamorous. All things that you would like for a Vogue Beauty Award night. This is too special. Premiere night at the Berlin Film Festival for my film Gangubai Kathiawadi. This film has a very special place in my heart because it was the first time I was working with Sanjay sir. We were actually meant to do another movie together, which got shelved. He said, I'm going to call you in 2 weeks. Don't do anything. Just go for a holiday and come back. And I came back and he said, I have this movie for you. It's a true story. It's about this young girl who, was thrown into prostitution and she became like this mafia queen. I heard the script and I was like, how am I going to play this character? It's so far away from who I am, where I've been. And he said, I just know it and you'll do it. So I actually was doubtful. He tells this story famously being like, she ran away. She heard the script and she ran away. I did not run away. Maybe I just like trotted away because I was so nervous. And then cut to here, watching the movie with the audience, wearing a white sari. So the white sari is very symbolic in Gangubai's life. That's what we did in the film. She just was obsessed with white. She would wear white everywhere. Through promotions, all I did was wear white saris. It's a very memorable film in my life. I think one of the most memorable films. And from one sari to another, this is my wedding day. And again, a Sabyasachi Mukherjee sari. I have said this time and again, but I feel so comfortable and so myself in a sari. When I did my first Zoom call with Sabya, he said, what do you want to wear? I said, I'm just so sure that I want to be comfortable and I want to wear a sari. And he said, okay, what color do you want to wear? And I said, I'm feeling something like white and gold. And he said, okay, let's do a chai dipped white, which is like a tea dipped white. And we'll do an organza sari because it's very simple and it looks really grand. You don't have to do much. We had this long sort of train. He personalized it with my wedding day and like a quote which said Mrs. Hipster. That's some like a inside thing between me and my husband. The jewelry is all Sabya as well. I was like, okay, I want a big neck piece, big earrings, again, mang tika. The beauty about this day, of course, the fact that it's my wedding day, but is that we got married in our own home. I got ready in my house. We finished getting married and I went to sleep in my bedroom. This is just the comfort Pro Max was my wedding day. Okay, I'm going to go to the next one. So this is a very special moment in our lives. So this particular occasion is called a Godh Bharai. It's sort of like a ritual where you pray for the well-being and the health of the mother and the baby. I'm wearing a custom Raja Ramnik outfit. I chose the color. I said I'm really feeling like this sort of like a mango color. Again, I was very comfortable. The jewelry was gifted to me by Ranbir's mum, my mother-in-law. So we just seamlessly blended the two together. We are big photo collectors, and I've been obsessively collecting photos for the last couple of years because we were about to move into our new home, and I'm like, okay, the home has to have photos of us, and family photos and baby photos, life photos, food photos, just photos. Because that's what makes a home. It's not the walls, it's the memories that come with, and it's the photos. And this is there. It's one of those photos. So this is it's not just me in this photo, it's me and my little baby. This was the Time 100 Impact Awards. I was winning an award, which is such a huge honor just to be in the same room with so many wonderful people that have impacted the world in different ways. And this is a custom Gauri and Nainika outfit styled by Anaita Shroff. And I told Anaita, I said, again, I just want to be comfortable. And the idea behind the outfit was to be like golden in this mother age, in this new sort of role that I was adopting. At the time, my daughter, was kicking me like continuously. I remember when I received my award and I was talking through my speech, she was just kicking away. This is recently, after giving birth. I mean, I think I'm looking pretty good, if I can say so myself. Walking for Manish Malhotra's fashion show, and I remember we had gone for rehearsals for the show, and it was, I was walking after a while, so I was quite nervous. And I remember wearing the lehenga, kept dragging, and I said, why is the lehenga dragging? It's not sitting correctly. And he said, because the floor is carpeted. We decided to change it this time and go for a carpet floor instead. I said it without thinking about what it would do to the lehenga. And he said, oh. Nice one. So this is from film promotions of the film Rocky Aur Rani Ki Prem Kahaani. My character's name in the film is Rani, and I'm wearing a Rani pink sari to really like symbolize my character. But I remember these saris became quite the rage. The saris in India is our little black dress. It's really comfortable, it suits every occasion, and when you give it pop and you give it color, it becomes super fun. So my character would wear saris all the time. And I really wanted to bring that out even in the promotions, and that's what we did. And we actually did a capsule collection. We did like an online sale, and that money went to charity, and it crashed the website. Like it sold out in 3.5 minutes. That's how much of a rage the saris became. Next. I'm so proud of this moment for various reasons. Joy Awards. I'm wearing Abu Jani's Sandeep Khosla. This sari is very unique and special, again, styled by Ranbir Kapoor. So this is an Ajrak print sari. Ajrak is a textile form that originates from Kutch. For me, displaying craftsmanship and this level of craft on a global stage will always trump any sort of moment in life, especially today in the age of fast fashion and AI, where everything is just accessible at the drop of a hat. Something like this that is just like hand embroidered takes a lot of time, and India is all about the craft in different sort of forms. So I was really proud to wear this outfit on the red carpet. It was a big night. There were a lot of celebrities, from all over the world coming together. So a lot of attention. I met Sir Anthony Hopkins that evening. He was winning I think one of the most prestigious awards at that function. And just to be in the same room as him was just like, yeah, it was too big a moment. So yeah, I'm really glad I could bring our Ajrak to this carpet. May, for Gucci's Cruise collection, we went really experimental with this look in terms of the lip color because the dress is super maroon. So I was like, okay, I usually don't do it, but let's match the dress. Again, a memorable night because I met Demi Moore for the first time and she was sitting right next to me. She brought her little dog with her and I was interacting with the dog as well. But I love to see what the new collection is. I love the story behind it, the hard work of different people coming from all across the world to see, one person's vision come to life. I just love that. How could this not be in the book? I was just actually waiting for this moment. Wearing a sari at the Met Gala with a 20-foot pallu, which is like a train. The theme, the Garden of Time. The idea was to celebrate craft and bring together a timeless look. That's what we understood from it. Sabya, myself, Anaita, all out with jewelry, with big stones, sort of like a headband and a mang tika, big earrings, lots of different rings. And the pallu was just elongated to cover the steps of the Met. I just remember fully feeling so proud to be wearing a sari. It's just too special. Yes, celebrating my dear friends Anant and Radhika's big wedding. This was the wedding that everyone talked about in 2024. I think Katy Perry performed this night. I'm wearing Elisab, and this is one picture, and there was another photo where like I'm posing with Ranbir where he had this mask on his face, and people were like wondering why is he wearing a mask, and it was because it was supposed to be like a ball. Even I had a mask, but I didn't wear it. He's like, why is the only one? I literally took 25 minutes for glam on this. Easy makeup, because the outfit is doing all the talking. Elisab and I have done, again, worked together a lot, done some great, memorable moments together in terms of outfits. I loved the color of this outfit. I think that's what really got to me. When I'm picking an outfit, for me, key is comfort. And if it's not comfortable, then it has to be a quick event so that I can be uncomfortable for a short period of time. And this was pretty comfortable. Okay, I'm gonna go to the next one. A continuation of the Ambani wedding. This was their wedding day in Mumbai. I'm wearing a 160-year-old vintage sari, Manish Malhotra brought together by my stylist Priyanka Kapadia. I was so nervous wearing this sari because it's 160 years old. I don't want people stepping on it. I don't want to tear it. I mean, like, I have to be precious with it. But again, just a beautiful color, perfect for weddings, because when you go for somebody's wedding, the idea is that you just go bright with colors and it's a happy occasion. So, you're fully, out there in your glory. The photographer had a great idea of putting up a carpet and taking a picture against the carpet. And I thought that was a really nice touch. So this, again, a part of the Ambani wedding, I'm wearing Faraz Manan, and it's a lehenga pant situation. And this was Sangeet night. So Sangeet nights, it's like a dance-off sort of a thing between one party and the other party. Very comfortable look, but heavy. So because there's a lot of work on it, and Faraz Manan's embroidery is beautiful. Black is not usually a color that I would go for, but it just felt like this was like a cocktail sort of party night. So it fit the occasion. And I'm glad I wore it because I think it worked really well when we were doing the dance on stage. This is my most recent / special outing in a custom Gucci. This is for the Cannes Film Festival. This is for the closing ceremony. Ria and I said, we want to do something sari inspired. So this is their take on it. It's like a sari gown, sari lehenga, call it whatever you want. But the idea of that, the top represents the choli, the skirt represents, the petticoat, and the long train represents the pallu or the dupatta or whatever. I think the memory of the night is that, again, my first time at Cannes, wearing a custom Gucci outfit that is sari inspired, just putting all those things together and having a wonderful time on the red carpet. And Jane Fonda was there as well. And she liked my jewelry and my outfit. So that was my life in looks. I have to say this was quite an interesting exercise because to go through your own life, it really, I feel pretty nostalgic at this moment. Like, it really feels like I've lived my career. Thank you, Vogue, for doing that for me. And I shall see you next time. Bye.